You know, it's really not fair for them to be treated that way just so we can wear something that looks a little fancy. So I truly believe in this, and I think it takes a little bit of work from our end to not support these kind of clothes and not support the treatment. And I think in time we'll be able to ensure a really good lifestyle for the rabbits. And I truly believe that there's a really good, happy life as we do. You know, you wouldn't like to be treated that way, would you? So, yeah. I think as you can see in the video, and you can, as Purva said, you can find the lengthier video, the proper full video in detail. You can watch it on the website. But I think from whatever I've been told, like with me, I can't really watch things like this. I find it really traumatizing. But the rabbits aren't killed, so they're still alive when the fur is being plucked off. So it's just pulled off in clumps. So the animal actually goes into shock and trauma, and most of the time they're just thrown back into a filthy cage. And the cage sometimes is really sharp, so you know the paws, the little paw pads get cut as well, and the wounds are not really taken care of. So they're not really taken care of at all. They're just flung in there, and I suppose the fur eventually maybe grows back. I don't know, but they're just thrown in there. And sometimes they're actually stretched out onto like a surface, as you can see in the video as well. And the fur is it like scraped off almost? Sort of like shaved off, but not
Yeah, the fur is plucked out usually, but when they tie them up on the plank, it can be sheared off, but you couldn't hear it in the video, but the rabbits scream in pain.
Yeah. The rabbits are crammed in these really tiny cages. So they just pretty much, you know, like I think with the people who do this, they don't really care about the lifestyle and the well-being of the animal. All they want is the fur. So they don't really care about protecting the rabbit after they've got what they want. So they're all crammed. They could be like about how many in one cage is just all put in there. And some of them do survive, I suppose some don't, because the wounds can be quite brutal. I think it's always been, maybe, I don't know, I think I've been born that way, I suppose, because I can't remember exactly when. From the time I was really little, I couldn't stand the thought of even a rat being killed. You know when you have infestation of rats sometimes that come to your house and you got to kill them because they're just going to eat up everything. But I couldn't even take that. So I've always been incredibly sensitive when it comes to animals. Even sometimes, I mean, I don't know, sometimes I find myself quite a sissy because I can't take it. I start crying. And but I think it takes a lot of guts to be able to look after them, you know. I think I've had a lot of help with my family, because when I see an injured animal, the first thing I do is I start wailing and crying, and before I can actually get to help them, it takes a while. So I've had a really supportive family who's helped me out, and my mother's been unbelievable. She's helped me and kept me in the house while I've brought in 14 cats. So yeah, I haven't been kicked out yet, so that's a good thing. But I think it was just, I think it's just inborn. I think with me, I love the love that you get back from an animal when you actually shower them with that kind of love. They can be incredibly loyal. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like cats, and personally I didn't like cats as well, but the first time I actually adopted one was when I completely fell in love with her. So, I mean, they're as complex as human beings, I suppose, you know. You gotta give them their space and they'll love you back eventually. Absolutely, absolutely. I think with this kind of cause, it's very easy. I mean, the best part about and basically the fur can be found in any kind of clothing, and you have so many varieties now. You don't really need to stick to only Angora. So you've got cotton, you've got linen, like I've said. So there's so many other things that you can use. There you go. So it's not like that you've got to only rely on this kind of material. So there are other ways. And there is a way that you can support this cause. It's not like it's something that, is absolutely not possible. So I think everyone, if you do your little bit, it would actually get to a point where we won't need Angora fur anymore, and eventually the rabbits could be saved. So I think I could go to as much of a level as I can. I mean, I can definitely recommend it to my stylists, and me as a person, I can take the initiative to not using it myself. I can't really speak for others, but I can speak for myself. The industry is a really strange, complex place. Sometimes I have no idea what's going on. And as far as this is concerned, I'm as confused as you. I have no idea. I think the biggest thank you should be to PETA, Asia, India, worldwide. for the work that they do. They really put themselves out there. We wouldn't get this video, we wouldn't have this awareness if they didn't really, put themselves. So yes, please, big round of applause for them. Thank you. Yeah, keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.